You cannot make a series about shipwrecks at sea without mentioning the Oceanos, which some people may remember occurred back in 1991. Originally known as the Jean Laborde, this ocean liner was built to serve the French colonies in the 1950s. But as the decades passed, European colonies started to gain independence and the liner's use dwindled. However, in the 1970s, she was sold and reinvented as a cruise ship, and it was in this role that would make her famous for all the wrong reasons. The Piratiki line that owned the Oceanos was associated with other disasters at sea, and one of those we cover was a terrible incident in 1988 where one of the Piratiki line's cargo vessels was involved in a deadly collision with a small cruise ship that was carrying 500 British children on their first trip abroad. What the Oceanos is also famous for is one of the startling cases of a captain's utter dereliction of duty. When the ship started foundering in heavy seas, the captain and many of the crew actually abandoned the ship, and they left literally around 500 passengers on the Oceanos. Moss Heels was one of the ship's entertainers, who was literally just in the band playing the guitar. He had his camera with him that night when the ship foundered at sea. Moss Heels gives us a very gripping account of those events that happened that night, and what's astonishing is how Moss and just a few of the remaining crew members and the entertainment team managed to get so many passengers off the ship as literally the vessel sank below their feet in heavy storms. But the irony is, Moss Heels, who survived this disaster just a few years later, was also serving on the Achilles, which is another ship that we feature in our series that was lost at sea.